My name is Daniel, and this happened during my last year of college. I worked late shifts at a grocery store and usually caught the final bus home after midnight. One cold November night, I arrived at the bus stop and noticed a man sitting alone on the bench. He wore a black coat and kept his head lowered. At first, I ignored him. But after several minutes, I realized he hadn't moved at all. Then I heard him whisper, "Don't get on the bus." I looked at him. "What?" He didn't answer. A few minutes later, a bus pulled up. Everything looked normal. Same route number, same color, same company logo. But something felt wrong. The driver stared straight ahead without blinking. Nobody got off. Nobody was inside. The man suddenly looked up. His face was bruised and covered in dried blood. Then he quietly said, "That isn't the bus." For some reason, I listened. I didn't get on. The bus drove away. When I looked back toward the bench, the man was gone. The next morning, I learned that police had recovered a stolen city bus nearby that same night. Nobody ever found the driver. A few years ago, I lived alone in a quiet neighborhood. One night around 2 a.m., I woke up and walked downstairs for water. As I passed the front window, I saw someone standing at the end of my driveway. The figure wasn't moving, just standing there, watching the house. I turned on the porch light. Nothing changed. The person remained perfectly still. Then my security camera app sent a motion alert. I opened the live feed. The driveway was empty. But when I looked through the actual window, the figure was still there. I checked every camera angle. Nothing. No person. No movement. Yet I could still see it with my own eyes. Eventually, I called the police. As soon as the patrol car arrived, the figure vanished. The officer searched the area but found nothing. Before leaving, he asked, "Was it standing near the mailbox?" I said yes. His face immediately changed. Then he told me, several neighbors had reported seeing the exact same figure late at night, always in the same spot. I work overnight security in an office building. One night around 3 a.m., I noticed a woman standing in the lobby on one of the security cameras. The building was supposed to be empty. I immediately went to investigate. When I reached the lobby, nobody was there. I searched every floor. Nothing. When I returned to the security office, the woman was back on the screen, standing in the exact same place. Then she slowly raised her arm and pointed toward a hallway on the 4th floor. Seconds later, my radio crackled. A maintenance worker was calling for help from that exact hallway. I rushed upstairs. Part of the ceiling had collapsed moments after he walked through. Had he been a few seconds slower, he could have been killed. When I returned to the security room, the woman was gone. Later, a building manager showed me an old newspaper clipping. 20 years earlier, a woman matching that exact description had died in a construction accident inside the building. According to several retired employees, people still see her from time to time, usually right before something terrible happens. Some late-night encounters have logical explanations. Others remain mysteries. And sometimes, the things you see after midnight may not belong to this world at all.